then they're just making money on the flip side when they run it back up. But the point is, this is the sell side of the curve. That's your buy side of the curve. Typically, after a long expansion down or a prolonged accumulation range at the bottom, you get a much faster move on the buy side. So like this is a classic example where basically the composite operator for the coin, the guy who has most of the float, he's accumulated enough of it where he's like, fuck this, I'm done, I'm sending it. Like, I'm not going to suppress price, I'm not going to put a sell wall up here in the order book. I'm just ready to go at this point. I have enough coins. So when they release the valve, the whole point is now everyone's a little timid to bid, but once it breaks that first key level or structure, then everyone starts getting horny to long, right? And at that point, the market maker on the buy side flips to offering as many people as want to bid. He's offering the coin for you to buy, right? So on this side, he's offering anyone that wants to offer to sell. He's willing to offer or loan you coins to sell. On this side, he's willing to fulfill any bids you have. So after that long drawdown, usually that's when you get these crazy moves. But this one overshot like 500% was crazy, man. But the point is, this was your sell side. Distribute, distribute, distribute. That was your original consolidation above these highs. So usually your original consolidation would be the one that took out the previous liquidity pool, which was not only this one, but it was also these right here. So you could see it barely went above it. Oh, my magnet is trying to rug me. Yo, what's with the music, man? It just stops? Hold up. Yeah, so you could see that was the liquidity pool they were targeting on the buy side here. They grabbed it, and then above here you had order pairing, where they started to fill shorts, and then they started to move down, breaking the first level of structure right here. So that little pivot here that took out the high. And then usually when you have that break of structure in that uptrend, the last block of down candles, that was your bullish order block that took out the high. So once you close below it, that's an actual, like on the daily structure, because this is a daily model, that's your break of structure. And to confirm it, on the push up, it goes into premium within, sorry, it goes to premium within the dealing range. There it is. So this is your dealing range, high to low. It goes into premium above equilibrium here and then gets sold off. It's also a 4-hour imbalance. I could just tell by visually looking at it. But if we go and have a look at it, so it's either a 4 or 8-hour. Yeah, here it is. So that's your 4-hour imbalance. And you can see they basically rebalance in premium and then reject immediately, starting the bearish order flow. So these models are really accurate once you understand how to trade them and you understand the psychology of why order pairing is happening here and not down here. But anyway, that was the target on the move up, and you could see they hit it, rejected, and then immediately got bought back after it tagged this daily imbalance and then continued up. So now it's like too high, right? I'm not going to bid this, but the point is the entry was way down here, and the entry in this zone was one of two things. It was either going to be when you have a massive wick like this shows that there's buyer intent at the lows. What it should have done is cleared out liquidity prior to that level. So you could see it took out these lows, it took out this low right here. Didn't quite hunt these ones. Yeah, those are open liquidities, so it could have dropped below that, but based on the wick, which was more than the candle body, it was like 1.5 times the size of the candle body. That means that there's a lot of buyer intent in this range. So what I look for usually is a mid-wick fill. So basically, you measure from the top of the wick to the bottom, and somewhere between a little bit above the mid and a little bit below is usually what you're targeting. The other thing you're going to look for is you drop the time frame and look for order blocks or imbalances on the intraday. And you can see there's an order block right here, bit of an imbalance that got tagged. And the actual entry was below these lows. So basically there was liquidity here and here, and they grabbed them into there, and that's your low risk buy. It's actually your highest risk buy because you don't know if the order flow shifted yet. But in terms of return, it's your best ROI entry because that was a 500% move. So very nice move. What's up, retard trader? Let's see those P&Ls, bro. Yeah, CRV is pumping, man. Finally, dude. I look like an asshole for weeks. I was screaming about this coin, and now look at it. Everyone wants it when it's high. Nobody wants it when it's low, right? I'm not gonna play like, dude, I got stopped out like 3 times at the lows before getting the final entry. And that's what happens. Like, it's part of the game. Chalk it up to the game, right? You're gonna get blown out a lot of the time, especially with the scammy coins like this one. But eventually, you know, if it's a real project and it's not gonna die, you'll get that primo entry, and then whatever your gains, like if you have the balls to hold, your gains are gonna make up for whatever you lost on the SLs. Drop us a call. Bro, at this point I'm nervous to start pointing out longs just because they ran already a lot. And Robin is Bara Monk right now, bro. I'm not counter trading him, man. Partnered with BlackRock? Is that actually what caused? Oh, dude, then that was all this was accumulation by BlackRock. No wonder they were fucking stopping everyone out, man. What a scam, bro. Larry's got you by the balls, son. Bro, he's sitting on a beach in Bali right now with two hooks fucking lathering up his bald head right now from all the gains he made from this. He's sipping on daiquiris. He's using your stop loss for his daiquiris right now, bro. Sipping on those. Yeah, man. If Fink was, bro, they were. If that's true, of course we're getting blown out at the lows, man. Dude, it went to 7. It was like 650 or whatever. They're gonna send it to 21, man. Yeah, it was like 680. So, like, look how long they accumulated. This is ridiculous, bro. They basically accumulated for a whole cycle. Okay, from here, that first strong wick to this low. 917 days. Bro, they accumulated for an entire cycle. They're gonna send this biblically higher. Dude, you have no comprehension of how high this is gonna go. Honestly, you could just buy anywhere now. I don't think there's like if you're trying to logically pinpoint where to buy in. Bro, if BlackRock was buying in and they have intentions to do RWA with everything like Ondo, CRV, and all these other established like 2 cycle protocols, you could buy anywhere on the chart. Like just buy spot. Buy spot, but like if you're gonna leverage, obviously you gotta be aware that you're gonna have a liquidation point, right? And if BlackRock is the composite man for this coin, they're gonna target stops because every stop they take is more bag for them and more tears for you, bro. More fermented gypsy tears accumulating in your eyelids. Bro, the tears cometh for anyone who didn't buy. CRV, man, I think realistically, like I don't want to be a moon boy, but honestly, if Fink bought and they were accumulating the whole time, because this is a crazy accumulation, it kind of reminds me of Telcoin. Like the composite man for Telcoin, bro, he accumulated for the exact same amount of time. and they turbo sent this to fucking Valhalla. Boy made so much money on this coin. Which one would have the most data? This right here. So this is the CRV accumulation right here, just killing everyone's stop all the way from this low where it gapped down. This was only 609 days. This is two-thirds, 66% of the time CRV was in accumulation. And look what they did. Like, dude, this was a meme coin pump. It's a meme coin, whatever, man. But they pumped it 6,700%, 67x, bro. This outperformed your trench coins. Bro, I haven't looked at this chart forever. This is my old branding. Gay as fuck. Yeah, so look at this chart. This is Telcoin before the big send, right? And when I say composite man, what I'm referring to is pretty much the guy or the fund that was accumulating at the lows for a prolonged amount of time. That's your composite man. And they have it in the stock markets. They have it in every asset. They have that, right? They're basically the guy that has the big money that will buy as much as you're selling at the low. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Telcoin. It's bro, it's pure Russian scam. This is like a Nigerian prince email, bro. Muy scam, muy scam. See, let's see what it says, bro. Let's see how they hype it up, man. Oh, the utility. Tell me, please, tell me about the utility. This is evidenced by the rapid growth. Go fuck yourself. Is this guy a PhD writing about Telcoin? He's a neurochemist, I bet. Liechtenstein's best and brightest, yeah? What a fucking Ponzi. All right, let's look at other ones. Dude, Bonk has another one of the wildest profiles. Like, here's another example, bro. All accumulation. I bet you if I put a volume profile on this, this is all the volume, and it's just an empty silhouette from above that. Oh, surprise. All the volume was here, where the composite man for the coin was buying. All this is empty volume on the way up. Bro, Pepe had the same thing too. If I go to Pepe, I know I sound jaded, but like, dude, this is the same chart as Bonk. And look what it did, same thing. This one's less obvious because there was volume up here, but not even close to where the cabal was accumulating. And by the way, the bubbles on Pepe when it launched were the most ridiculous I've ever seen. The bubbles were like this, bro. That was your origin bubble, and the rest were just like clustered everywhere. Like, dude, it was unbelievable. I remember seeing it when they had 200 followers on X, and I didn't buy. This was the biggest fumble of my life, man. Because, dude, I'm posting Pepe memes and trolling influencers every day. Like, this is part of the culture, right? But I found out that they had this already launched like 2 years before, and it failed. It was at like 500K market cap. And then they came in with this one, and they just had like a stronger cabal pushing it. It's all cabal, bro. This has no utility. Even the memes fell off. They're recycling old shit. It's not even funny. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. Once you understand, like, look at the volume. Here's another coin, Tana's Cabal. And I'll buy if it came back to 230, I would buy. Until then, not interested. Look at that. They're all the same. Anything launched in the last 3 to 4 years, it's all Cabal accumulation. All right, let me check the chat if you guys have coins you want to see. Yeah, so chill guy with entry on CRV. Honestly, man, if it's spot, you buy anywhere. You buy anywhere on the chart because really you're buying the weekly on spot. And if this was out of accumulation, you're pretty much ready to just, if you're on leverage and you're trying to get into a reasonable long, the only two areas that I'm looking at right now, I have an alert set here. That's long zone 2. Long zone 2 is basically a reclaim of the lows that got spiked 900 days ago. So this is a 900, actually this is even more, bro. I'm running my mouth, dude. This is 1400, 1500 days basically. So this low they got spiked from 1500 days ago. That's going to be your reclaim retest. As you can see, they didn't do anything. They just basically did an AMD down here and they pushed up without any retest of these highs or even this low. But then you have your second level here. This is the more aggressive entry on a leverage play. This low was structured here and here before the final breakdown for the AMD model. So I have two alerts. One is going to be here. This is where I would add like 40 cents, but that would assume that, you know, it loses half its market cap. Not realistic, right? When things are this high. So I have them there just kind of like, dude, I don't care at this point. I have a position. So at this point, if it comes back, it's bonus for me, right? But realistically, if this broke out, I would do a volume profile for the range and then just see where the volume is traded or your value area high. Okay, so this is your value area high, and this is a clean breakout above it without a retest. So auction market theory would suggest this imbalance on the breakout is going to be retested. And this would be the most logical place to start hunting. So there's greedy entries down here, which are very low probability. These are like 5% probability you get an entry down here. Because now everyone's like, this has mind share. Everyone's looking at CRV now that it's high. So nobody's going to let it come down here. The sentiment's too high. So if it pulls back like 20%, everyone believes they're getting a deal when they're not. But the point is, there's more people willing to bid here at these highs than down here. So they're not going to let it get back down to here. Oh, what's up, John K? What's going on, man? My guy's terminating these markets. Market makers are in shambles right now, man. They're shaking. Dude, they're waking up at night with cold sweats. Like John K's on the order book. It's over. Dude, I'm shaking, man. When I wake up and I look at his trades, I'm like, fuck, man. I gotta level up now, man. Can't be lazy trading, dude. Dude, John's an animal. He's fucking murdering the market right now. Big respect, man. The thing is, bro, you've been putting in work forever. Like, this didn't happen overnight. It's just people are noticing overnight, you know what I mean? But you've been doing this for a while, dude. Quietly dilating market makers for about a year at least. Okay, enough glaze. Yeah, so CRV, this is the zone you want to be looking, 54 to 63. What it would be is a successful, like this is a breakout from the value area, right? So in auction market theory, the idea is when you have an aggressive breakout, leaving this imbalance in the green box behind, what you want to see is a retest or check back to confirm for participants that this is a true expansion out of the value area where the accumulation happened. And the idea would be this is the breakout, this would be the successful auction. And then assuming the bids come in with volume, then this is a real breakout. It's not just a false bullish breakout. So I'm going to set a third alert here. This is going to be a more aggressive entry. And yeah, like now with this is news, bro. Like this is news. If BlackRock is in, it doesn't matter where you buy spot. So like anywhere in here, I would just ladder in with the idea if you have 100% of your allocation, you would break it into like smaller parts here. So you would do like 10, 15, 20% here, 20, 30, 50. That way, all the way down, you're adding size as the price goes lower. And then if things base here and it does a successful auction, you could just start aggressively adding with the idea they're going to run this up to 7 because they're done accumulating. It's crazy how the market works. You know, you have a thesis in this zone and they were just punishing everyone. This wick got taken here. This one got taken here. Even these guys didn't get a free lunch. They got taken out here. This guy got taken out here. These accumulated, taken out, taken out. Like, dude, they were driving people insane. I remember I was getting trolled online by big accounts. They were like, oh yeah, CRV, I'd rather buy stuff that's actually moving like Popcat. Let's see what Popcat's doing. It hasn't done shit. I mean, it did. This is your entry right here. I had this mapped out. I don't know why I didn't set an alert. Fucking retarded, man. I should have had an alert here. Entry, but again, this is daily, so I'd break it into the 1 hour. So 1 hour only took the highs. There was no closure above, but we did break above here, so there's definitely a change of character. So what you could do with Popcat is mark out your dealing range from the low to high, and you want to look in discount. Basically, there's accumulated lows here, and there's an order block here that hasn't been tested. So this would be an inducement entry. So this is your order block where basically you should have pretty good demand. It tagged it, but like the assumption here is that you have resting bids waiting in discount. So I would be looking for Popcat long here in this zone. The beauty of this trade, you have a low resistance liquidity arc to flush. So these are my favorite trades because there's literally no resistance on the way up. You basically have all these stops. So anyone who was greedy that shorted from the highs but didn't TP down here after these lows got taken, they're basically going to be at the mercy of the market maker now because they're going to run them up. Just think logically, like these are all low resistance liquidity. There's stops above here where people that shorted agreed with the market. If it goes even one tick above this high, they want out of the trade, meaning they got to buy back the position that they shorted. So they're going to be adding to the buy pressure when it goes up. So yeah, this is going to be a primo long. I'll actually put it in my channel, but the idea would be this demand right here hasn't been tested. If you start seeing a drop and then it takes this low and then holding in this range, you see volume being traded here. Maybe some candles light up, like these high volume candles. You could see this red one here that spiked the lows. It had a wick that was half the size of the entire candle, which is a good early sign. Second, it lit up with 4 standard deviations, meaning there was 4 times the volume traded on that candle, and it was at the lows. So if you get something like that, an outlier candle light up in this range, that would mean that there's a lot of people getting stopped out and there's a lot of resting bids passively bidding that demand zone. And I would take that trade. Yeah, this is going to be a nice trade. I'll leave that on. Put an alert so I don't forget. I always do this on stream where I'll identify the trade and then I forget to put an alert. Okay. the idea is not to just automatically long, but wait for the reaction just to like confirm that there is people in that zone that are bidding. Okay, so that's Popcat. Let me just catch up with the chat here. Yeah, fuck Popcat, dude. I think I've taken like 10 trades on it. 9 of them were shorts. Out of principle, bro. It builds character, man. To short the strongest asset in the first half of the cycle. If you can't do that, you don't have balls. You're not even a man. You might as well carve your dick off and throw it in a dumpster, bro. And replace it with a Badusi. Oh, dude, I was getting flamed by the Popcat retards, man. Dude, every day I woke up, brush my teeth, have some water, straight to the monitor to harass them, bro. Hey, what's up, Popcat community? I got your girl. Corretto fully delisted? Bro, this is cause for Moet, man. Let's get the champagne. Are you kidding? Are they in jail yet? I was doing a live stream earlier and was looking for, bro, is that guy Josh, what's his name? Good Body, is he in jail yet? Did they roll him out in cuffs? Yeah, dude, I longed Mumu like 2 hours ago. Added some spot too. Oh, let me have a look at the chart. Oh fuck, they're bidding on Mumu finally. By the way, John, I've been wallet tracking. I don't like what's going on with Mumu. I'm not trying to throw shade on the coin or FUD anyone out, but bro, there was a lot of people getting gifted like 3 billion coins recently. And I'm watching 29k cells go up on the on Dex Screener. Dude, something shady. To me, what I'm thinking, like, dude, I'm like paranoid schizo, right? So a lot of the time, shit happens and I just make up ideas in my stupid caveman brain. So in my head, I'm thinking insiders for Binance are deliberately suppressing price down to 4.5 so they can fill their bag before it gets listed. I'm not even playing, dude. Like, I honestly think I'm schizo, right? Don't listen to anything I say, but in my head, I believe that there's insiders from the like we had it recently with VHS, right? Where basically Ascendex listed us, but the insiders were buying pre-listing just so they could dump on the listing. And that's what they do. These exchanges are all fucking trash, dude. They think about it, it's insider trading that's not regulated. It will be eventually, but like it's so early, it's the Wild West still for crypto. And based on my wallet tracking with Mumu, dude, I'm watching outflows from Origin wallets of like 3 billion tokens going into these weird, like newly printed wallets, and they're just dumping. They never bought one coin, or some of them bought, some of them are accumulating, but some of them have just been selling. And I'm watching like 29k clips on Dex Screener. It's unreal, dude. Like this whole industry is a fucking joke, man. Our only purpose is to extract what we can. Yeah, Tony, bro, I'll have a look at Zen. Someone mentioned it last stream. It looked really good, bro. Yeah, that looks good, man. A lot of guys look at this and they go, "Oh, top, triple top." Like if you invert the chart, oh, that's the bottom, but I'm not convinced. Again, that's 4 hour. Sorry, that was 1 hour. Yeah, that trade didn't happen. Let's see the weekly. Weekly looks cracked, man. The upside is tremendous on this one. So I mean, the way to play this, if this is a real breakout leading to a larger expansion, I use the 100 and the 50 as a proxy. Sorry, the 100 and the 89 EMA as a proxy. And you could see how it's supported here after the cross on the daily. So basically, on the way down, yeah, this is a long accumulation, dude. It might be like CRV, where they just accumulated and now they're ready to, like, there's going to be no sell pressure now. But anyway, it broke above. So you had the cross, the 10 and 21 crossed over the 89 and the 100 EMA. So 10 and 21, the short bands over the 89, 100. And then it retested the 89 and 100 that were flattened out here. And then it just pumped off it, right? So what you want to see now in a trend, oh shit, hold on. What you want to see now is on a pullback into maybe this imbalance. Like, this is the liquidity void. They already rebalanced part of it here, like 2/5, but they still have 3/5 left here inside the 10 and 21. So like this area right here should be an area to target. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what you use for power trend. It could be EMAs, it could be anchored volume, anchored VWAP, whatever it is, they all kind of line up. So if I put it here, the anchored VWAP, you could see how well it lines up. So if price comes down, this is going to be a little bit slower, I think. In my experience, anchored VWAP from the low, usually a bit slower. Sorry, it's a bit faster, I mean. It'll catch up with the 10 and 21 because we're only anchoring it from the range low here, whereas the EMAs are from the beginning of data. So this will probably catch up and it'll be right in that same pocket. I think this is going to be an area to bid. Like 14 down to 1250, look for reaction. And if that's not it, like if people don't hold it there, then you have this reactive zone. So is basically your previous all-time high. They got back tested here before it went parabolic. And you want to see if it does pull back, do they defend that reactive zone? Because it's a weekly reactive zone, right? Yeah, this looks very bullish. I think the setup is for a strong expansion. And I bet there's a monthly inefficiency to target. It's just this one right here. So this one's a little more balanced than some of the other coins, but either way, this profile looks really good. All right, let me check. Yeah, dude, I want to catch up on the Credo drama, man. These guys were fucking criminals. I hope they're all locked up. I lost a lot of money, dude. They almost took me out of the game, bro, because I full ported that shit coin. Let's see. What you niggas want me to chart, bro? Low resistance, liquidity rate, full margin. Yes, sir. Full margin 200x, bro. Nothing less. Okay, we got Zen. Weatherman's frothing at the mouth right now for shorts, bro. The guy's bored, man. He's in from the lows on everything, so he just wants action. Hilarious. John saying goals, so I would appreciate a look at Jup. Yeah, what was the drama with the guy who runs it? Apparently he used the hard R and got fucking canceled. Was it Jupiter or was it? Yeah, it was Jupiter. Yeah, pretty much scalping is the only way right now. Unless there's a big flush. Like if we get a good OI flush, I think it would be nice to go into some longs that have been lagging. Where Where's Jup, bro? I have it on my chart here somewhere. Dude, I'm retarded. It's alphabetical, man. How hard is it? Um, Bro, this looks unreal strong. Yeah, this looks crazy strong. I had this, again, another alert I didn't set right here. This order block it used. And then even here, they tapped the imbalance and ran. Like, dude, in a proper bull market, you don't need much more than imbalances and order blocks on your chart. They're going to support price if things are truly in a bull market. You don't have to get, like, there's less PvP and scammery. It's when there's no volatility, market makers have to do creative flushes and like very expressive bounces, you know. Jup, Jup looks really, really good. I don't see an MMXM on this one, but they defended this, the highest volume node on the chart, which is good. So right here, I mean, it expanded just because when I was mapping the high volume node, price was still here. I would even tighten it up. Like this is the most sensitive part. At this point, they use the order block. There's a lot of demand, I think, in the range. And this is basically a retest of the value area high. So it's ready to expand. Oh, dude, they even made equal highs here. No, they kind of tagged it, but that's not a proper flush. Yeah, this could mark up, man. Like if you look at a naked chart, this looks like a meme chart coiling up. Like it has good compression in the range. So you would just treat it like those meme coins that compress and then eventually send. Target would be like 240 to 260. That's your Moonboy target for today. 1000x USDT chart. What? What's this? Bro, what is this fancy ticker you suggest? Yes, sir. Drip looks good, man. What is this? You guys introducing a new scam today on stream. Bet you it doesn't even have a coin gecko. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Unless that's it. 1000x gem? Is that it? Can't be it. No, no. This is 90% down. Hmm. It looks good. They flushed the internal range. They even took out that. Oh, no, they didn't. That's not really important. The most important was they flushed the range. Midwick fill. It's not the best chart, right? But they did rebalance the daily. So like more than half was rebalanced. So I don't think they're incentivized to go that much lower. But I would wait for volume to come in. Like if you see irregular volume come in, then maybe this is a bid. But honestly, I would look at it as opportunity cost. You could probably find a better coin to trade. And I'm not trying to throw shade at it if you have already an allocation, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just mid, I would say. Dusk. You guys changed me, bro. I used to trash people when they give coins that were mid. I used to send people home in shambles, bro. I've gotten soft, man. This bull run has made me soft. Oh, Dusk is a harmonic, bro. It's actually running to TP1 right now. See, not every coin is a harmonic, dude. You gotta be very judicious about which coin is a real proper harmonic. Not every coin is. This one is. It's a little deeper on the 683. You want it around the 618 or lower. And this one's a little deeper because of a liquidity raid that took out these lows. So that wick pulls it to the 911 instead of 886, but the real harmonic is like right there. And this is your check back. So your first target is going to be the 382 and then the 618. So it's approaching TP1 right now, right here, 382. And then you have TP1, and then you have TP2 right here. So this is not where you would bid. At this point, they basically ran all the internal highs, and it's starting to create a sell wick. So to confirm this is ready for a pullback, you'd want to see the 1 hour break structure. So right now there's nothing that would tell me, because it's a daily trade, it's a daily harmonic, so you time frame align it to the 1 hour for the actual entry model. This right here is nothing. It's just creating structure, right? So now you're getting structure here. So what you want to see is if there's now a raid of that high and then a 1 hour break and close below structure, then I would look to short here for a scalp, and then ideally long on a pullback into an area of interest or a structure or maybe a raid. But this is TP1, so no fresh long right now. It can still go berserk to TP2. Some coins do that, but I'm not seeing dusk in my feed. Again, my feed is brain rot right now. Like it's for fucking terminal incels, right? But usually I see, at the very minimum, I see the coins that are in play on my feed. I don't see anything about dusk. So I doubt that it's gonna just run to TP2 right now. What I would do is wait for an area of interest lower. So let's see where that could be. So this is your range, right? This is your highest volume node, and it lines up with this order block. So two trades would be a retest of the value area high. This would be your successful auction. And then you would just run it to TP2. So that's trade one. That would be an aggressive entry. The alternate would be if it deviates back into the value area, I would look for this demand zone supported by volume along. But yeah, this setup is really good just because it's a daily harmonic, and it printed over 1 year. So 1 year long harmonic that is broken out of the pattern, or well, yeah, this is the pattern reversal zone now. So yeah, this is bullish. You're only looking for longs. Anything here would be a scalp short, really. Leica, bro, Weatherman's bringing tier D exchange coins to the chat, bro. Either that or I'm just totally fucking out of the loop. Big cat. Okay, we'll go with Mexi. Ooh, juicy, man. Bro, this is so juicy. Fuck. I get excited when Weatherman puts up a chart in the chat. It's like, you know it's gonna be fucking ridiculous. Raid, reclaim, with a low resistance liquidity arc too. Oh my god. This is primo. Dude, this is chart porn, man. I don't know what the liquidity on this is, like how much volume trades or market cap, but is this it? Leica AI or Leica? Mexi. I'm not sure which one it is. I imagine it's this one. 1% down. 72. Oh, what am I looking at? Telcoin, bro. Oh, so I'm on the wrong one then. This one looks good too, man. Like L2 on Mexi. Same setup, man. Damn. Reclaim, run. Dude, Hake is a beast, man. We're blessed to have him on North Star. The guy's probably the like, dude. If you're a TA guy, like if you're a TA purist, to watch Hake put his charts up, bro, it's unreal, man. For TA purists, that guy is unreal. Like his depth of knowledge is on another level, man. I feel retarded, bro, when I look at his charts. Like clinically brain dead. Like I don't even deserve to be sentient when I look at his charts, man. It's unreal how good he is. This looks very illiquid on Mexi. But again, most Mexi charts have gaps. I've been watching. Yeah, dude, it's hard to watch Hake's charts. Like I try to study them, but honestly, man, I shut down in like 3 minutes, bro. My tolerance is like 3 minutes, and I'm like, just acknowledge him and move on, bro. Like there's levels, man. Hake is unreal. Yeah, bro. Weatherman, this looks pretty good. Both Leicas look amazing. Leica's a lens for camera. I have fucking problems, man. Let's see. Whoa, the Bera memes are cranking in the chat. Bro, Russian Bear is doing chin-ups. Let's see the chat. What am I missing from these troglodytes? NS troglodytes in charge. Alright, we'll just do a quick spacebar through here and see if there's anything we're missing on the daily. Oh, by the way, this is an entry I'm looking to do on Aptos. I think this is going to be a pretty clean, fast move. So from early entry, it's up like 150%, whatever. But actually, I think the original entry was even lower, to be honest. It was like a 5-minute entry down here. But 150 from the logical entry. It's part of, so right now, we already had, this is your sell side of the MMXM. This is the buy side. We got now our reaccumulation box here. This third box, the second reaccumulation, is usually your fastest move. So it's either going to expand out now because they took the internal range. You can see right here, they tagged out all the stops. So it's either going to run here straight to the target, which is 19, or if there is some like market-wide flush, a Y flush, then the area of interest for me is a very clean one. It's basically within the daily dealing range, this low that took out internal to that high that took out the high. This is your discount zone, so that's where you want to be watching. And I'm hunting the long here in this imbalance, which is also marked in by this breaker. The last high that took out the internal, and then push to the final flush down here. It's called a unicorn model, where you have an on the same time frame on the daily, you have an overlaying breaker on top of the imbalance in discount. It's probably one of the cleanest setups. Like if I could choose 3 setups to trade for the rest of my life, they would be the final stage reaccumulation in a market maker model, which we're in here, a unicorn model in discount on the daily, and the inducement model that you guys watched me stream about before. Those are the 3. All 3 are A+ setups. But yeah, this one you're buying in deep premium. I wouldn't buy here. Like if you don't already have exposure, the real entry would have been on this flush. So I would probably just wait and see if there's going to be a pullback. There's no reason to run. I mean, no reason to long highs here. Hey, what's up, anti-hero, man? My guy's in the chat. I didn't even notice. Bro, this is the one with the Asian kid hacking? Yeah, yeah. Asia's wild, bro. Little Samoan kids fighting in the backyard, in the back alley. Bro, Asian kids are wild. Oh, dude, I went over CRV earlier, man. It's fucking gold. Look at it. It's already at 91. We started the stream, it was like 87, I think. There's no stopping this coin, man. Yeah, dude. 20 to 25 was the entry originally. But yeah, the whole purpose of these streams, I mean, it's one part education, but also, like, we're not just identifying the entry, but, like, also trade review, right? Like, look where, like, deconstruct on the chart where the real entry was. And it always feels painful and scary when you enter at the best part in the chart. You know what I mean? Like, when you short a coin at the primo entry, you're always on edge for the first like 30 minutes until it starts expressing itself. And you should feel that way. If it feels too comfy and there's too much time going by once you enter, then you're probably going to get taken out. That's like one thing I've learned in the last few years. But yeah, at this point, you're buying in like really deep premiums. I wouldn't be longing here if you don't have exposure. We went over the entries. It's either going to be a check back of the value area high in that imbalance. So that's going to be your aggressive entry between 62 to 54. Then there's the reclaim for zone 1 structure right here. And then the final reclaim, which was 1500 days ago low. But that would, dude, that would mean this coin is the ultimate scam if it went down there. So I wouldn't like be surprised if it came back to 25 cents, but realistically it's going, if anything, to 60, 55, and then it should get a bid here, or even in this cluster, you know. Okay, let's see some other coins. Wait, this is another one I pointed out. It's actually playing out nicely. So Blast, this was a scary entry, but immediately got popped back. Perfect AMD. This played out. Clean accumulation, liquidity arc, manipulate the lows. There were equal lows here. And now you have an expansion with a target the high. So this is God level, like S tier chart, you know? Comp was another one. Perfect market maker model, liquidity arc, purge the low. All this liquidity got purged. Buy program activated. And then in your first zone of accumulation, we're looking for the flush of the equal lows. It grabbed them here into that order block and then took off. This is gonna be like another 200% move. Like, dude, we caught so many 200, 300, 500% moves on the server. DYDX, this is a beautiful slow grind. Someone's accumulating in uptrend. You know what I mean? Like, they're not letting price breach previous daily lows. That means someone is aggressively, with size, accumulating this coin. Thing I like is there's very obvious targets. Weekly imbalance, all this liquidity, and this is a gaping monthly imbalance right here. So DYDX looks very interesting. High time frame, it's also pretty deformed AMD. I took it off my chart, but this is like an ascending wedge for accumulation. Manipulate the lows, so now you're looking for an expansion into these highs. You guys follow? Targeting those highs. And then there was that monthly and weekly imbalance above that. But yeah, this looks interesting. Yes, sir. You can feel the oppression in my tonality, eh? Oppressed by Canada, bro. Don't worry, man. I'll be a passport, bro, in time when I'm ready. And I'll renounce my citizenship. Ooh, Canada. In time, man. In time. Let's see how the cycle goes. Dim could start moving up. I would look for, so I have an alert here, value area high retest, because now it's expanded above the range, right, where it was accumulating. So if it holds that level, I would be targeting these liquidity pools and a bit of a weekly imbalance right there. The FXS. Yeah, I don't like that coin, man. Dude, if I don't know if you've ever posted on X with the ticker FXS, you get bombarded by bots and bullshit. It's a scam. But even scams run, so let's have a look. There you go. So I have this level here, value area high retest with an order block right below it. This is the same setup BTC had before running. So if you plot a volume profile here, this is the value area high more or less around here, and then it created structure, retest, and ran. So I would look for the same setup here on FXS. It's just it expanded already a lot. So it might not come back. It might use this cluster as support. Like there. Lido looked interesting. I hate that it didn't take the lows though. I really don't like this setup. Also, because I have a history with it, man. This coin is notorious for liquidating people. Like baiting everyone on the breakout and then just completely eviscerating them with a 30% wick. I really, like, dude, I don't advise jumping in trend unless it's well established. It's still early, which is why I still believe if there is an OI flush at some point, this will be, I mean, it's a little deformed right now, but I don't like, yeah, this is no longer an AMD, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an OI flush that they took all this liquidity because you're not even targeting this low. That's an equal low with these lows. It's just, it's retarded they would leave that behind. So very frustrating coin. It doesn't do, like it does not adhere to TA. If you're trying to TA this coin, it's, bro, you're pissing in the wind, man. But regardless, the setup is, see, this is why I don't like this coin. This is an MMXM for sure, right? But they didn't flush the lows. So I can't say that this is a proper buy program yet. I don't know, man. Don't like this coin. It owes me money too, bro. This market maker owes me money. Piece of shit. I'm seething, bro. Okay, let's see what other coins we're looking at. Yeah, XRP, XLM. All the boomer coins have been going wild, which is kind of making me nervous, right? Usually they run, and that's the like late stage euphoria. It's between this and yeah, it's just I don't like the idea that XMR, XLM, XRP are running. When they start running, even ZIL, damn. What's the other one? Filecoin. Bro, if even this is catching a bid, it's either we're going full blown bull market or this could be not good. Yeah, this is in a market maker model too. So this took out these lows. So maybe they're not going to touch those, but this would be your external low nuke here, buy program activated. Very clean chart. That's your original consolidation that took out this high. Distribution 1. 2. 3, and then buy program activated. And then this is your first accumulation. So with Filecoin, this is a very good setup. You have a reactive zone here. It's obvious, right? All these bounces coming off there. Here it tried to hold its support. Here it got a bounce. Here it inverted it as resistance. Here it went pretty strong off of there. Even here it used it as structure. It barely checked back here. So I think a proper retest is in order on this one. And if boomer coins are running, this one should get a bid, especially with the Asians. They love this coin. Your target will be 1185. So basically you'd reprice 2x from entry. $5 seems like a reasonable area to bid. Set an alert here. But yeah, boomer coins are rolling right now, so I would bid them. ARB is still lacking, even though it went up from the entry zone. There it is, mid-wick fill. Internal lows getting rated. That was your low risk buy. It's another one on my channel, 132% out. But dude, anyone could look like a hero in this market. That's why I don't like putting them up. The market, it's not you. You're not special, man. You just saw it a little earlier than other people. That's all it is. Arkham is fucking driving me insane, bro. I'm not getting my entry on this one. Arc is doing well. So this one is kind of positioned for breakout now. I'm monitoring this zone because you have your supply line, your final supply right here. And you have structure here. So you want to see it do something like this. It's one of the cleanest setups. Break above supply, retest structure and hold. And you have your primo run up from there. So watch this coin. We're in from way down here, these lows. But this one's been annoyingly slow. Damn, I didn't buy the lows on this one. I'm kind of pissed. So this was a tricky entry because they rebalanced the larger inefficiency here. There was only a small one here they used. But I think, no, they didn't even tag into the third one. This was a very tricky entry. I was waiting for the greedy entry on the reactive zone. They front ran a lot of people on this coin. So I don't know. On this one, I would probably look for reaction on structure here. Had a lot of success with this coin. I think this is my best traded coin, Arweave. Both ways seems to be pretty predictable. Bro, not gonna fool me with that. Yo, Saltwire, what's up, man? Hello, chat. Guys are out of control, bro. Masal gonna shut down our server. It's over. Good, man. Good, good. Market's been very fruitful. NMR, yeah. How you been, Salt? Oh, this is primo, man. I don't know what the coin is, but like we charted this a while ago. I was hoping for these to get flushed. They did. They even took the external low. There's basically no liquidity left here. So the path of least resistance on NMR is to take out these highs. So these highs are going to be in pain pretty soon. And then you have these guys. In terms of the long, it's sitting in an area that I would call structure, like high time frame structure. So these lows were a pivot to all-time highs. So if you really zoom out, you could see it better, right? That was your trend line. We're above it. I like this zone. Hold on. Daily. Daily's indecision candle. Intraday looks like it's getting bought back. No imbalance. Use the order block. It looks good here, man. For entry, I would look for 15-minute shift. So you have basically this high, a bit of a change of character. If it comes back into this block and holds, that could be a long, because you're basically right in structure right now. High time frame. Looks good, man. So TP1 in this liquidity pool, TP2 here, and then runner. No SL, bruh. What is this you speak of, man? Full port no SL is the way. It's the way. Adam fucking ran, dude. He also front ran me. They took these guys, and I wasn't paying attention. Then it just took off. Motherfucker. Can't get them all. It's also in an MMXM. I erased it, but you could see it. Distribute, distribute, distribute. Look below. So this is gonna be the target, like 14. Yeah, dude, Salt. This one, it punished everyone. Like, people were in the trade for 100, 200 days and got nothing. And then they front ran everyone and took off. Painful chart, man. Smart market maker. AVAX was a clean long. No reclaim. Brett went to all-time high. So this played out. This is another coin I put in my channel from this structure. When they took these lows, that was the entry to that high. So 157, but so far 210% move. Beauty. So Brett should do well. Coinbase is starting to list meme coins. This is going to be like their flagship coin. So they'll get the majority of the mind share right now on Coinbase. And if Coinbase is pushing the memes, the flagship coin is going to get the majority of the inflows. So this one should do really well. That guy Crash is going to make $1 billion this cycle, bro. Good for him. Dot is almost complete. So that was a daily MMXM. They took the low. They're going for that high. 1180 coming up soon. I would wait for a pullback into this inefficiency, specifically this cluster to go long. That could be it. Crazy. These coins, all these shitters are running now, man. Doge is the big daddy, bro. Look at it. Dude, this right here is ready to expand. It's such good compression. Doge gonna run. Faders are gonna get turbo nuked on this one. Damn, this one really ran. So inducement, but they didn't hit my area. So I missed the long on this one. I had limits for this one too. Fuck. Clean, man. This is a unicorn model. So ENS, if it comes into 2980, 30 psychological, buy. ETH is trying to do the thing, man. Yo, Baramonk. Legardly. Oh, you got a license for that shit post. Policia, bro. Call the feds if this breaks out. We're gonna have one of the most biblical alt seasons you ever seen, man. Let's go. Send this biche. Bro, target on this is the 618 coming out minimum. And look at that liquidity arc. It's a Picasso, man. Look at this. Bro, pair traders are wanking it to this one, man. Unreal chart. Yo, what happened with H bar? Are they a meme coin too now? AI? Did they install AI? What happened here? ICP. Oh, that's pulled up, man. Damn, dude. Oh shit, Injective is gonna do it. Unreal, man. MMXM is fucking undefeated. No one's gonna change my mind, man. I did harmonics, I did all that shit. MMXM is king. I haven't even looked at charts for like 2 weeks. Looked at June. Unreal. You want to buy KNC on the next pullback? If it goes back to recheck these lows, buy. KNC is gonna run. And this is the KuCoin. Oh no, Kyber. Okay, I was thinking, what am I thinking? Which one's KuCoin? KC something, I think, maybe. I wonder what their coin is doing. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, man. My volume settings are fucking retarded. Lie's not getting a bid, though. This one's in a deep market maker model. So you're targeting on the manipulation leg, minimum 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. You have equal highs up here, and then 4. They didn't even take, like, here's the thing, if layer AI doesn't take this high, these equal highs, but first pulls back, you buy. This is gonna be a nice end. Yep, they use the order block, rebalanced and held the weekly. There's a weekly imbalance, so I would probably start bidding around 16. So if they rebalance the weekly imbalance here into that order block, right, like a 3-day order block. Yet, it's just the weekly demand. But yeah, if they don't take the high first and it pulls back down here, that'll be a footprint to go long. If they take the high first, I would just, it's not as high confidence a trade. Damn, Link broke out too. So on Link, you want to see, again, a retest of value area high, and that would confirm the breakout. I'm going to set an alert on this one. This one looks interesting. magic isn't a harmonic, but still risky. Could go a lot higher, but again, I don't like trading based on the harmonic. You just look for projection on where it could go. They took the lows, including the exchange listing lows. It's a bit of imbalance, and you have structure now too. So I would take probably just below the imbalance where you see structure right here. Yeah, this is kind of mid. I wouldn't trade this. Just identifying it. Maneki, I'm hearing listing top. Whoa, that's a crazy pullback. What happened here, man? Ooh. I mean, it hit the target we talked about on stream like a month ago, but dude, that's a aggressive pullback. Where would you buy? I think I would use anchored VWAP based on trend. It's coming close. Yeah, let's see the volume in the range. Oh, that's nasty, dude. They deviated the range to take equal highs and then come back in and reject. That's bad, bro. People got scammed on this one. I mean, it ran the target, but like, that's an aggressive pullback. Soon buy. I think volume's telling the story here. So you could see this high volume node at the range point of control. It pivoted off it here, here, here. So a retest, it either is going to hold trend on anchored VWAP. I don't think it will. I think they're going to rebalance the lowest one right here into that. So I'm not even going to use this. This will be the entry on Maneki. Put it a little higher so you don't get front run. Dude, that'll be an insane pullback. 65%. Either way, these guys are going to get nuked because now you have equal lows and an imbalance below. So that's a pretty primo setup to hunt. Something like that. Take this. Okay, Maneki. Yeah, we're talking about this one like 2 months ago, how it's defending. Every pullback is being bought up. Slow mover though. Mu. Mu looks good. It's just retesting previous all-time highs. And you have an order block right there. So that should be held. Maker finally got a bid. Nice coin. It's a good setup. Myro's not really doing shit. Near looks strong. Wow. So now you have a raid and a shift. You buy a discount on a pullback because it's a daily setup. Okay, this is your range. Discount, so below that low, there's a weekly. So I would take the weekly imbalance on this pullback if we get one. Target is going to be this massive liquidity pool, these highs, and this one. And again, there's way more upside on near. So if we get the rotation that we're expecting, L1s should do well. They should get the first part of the rotation. This will be good. Near, so not just came out of a harmonic too. So basically under the 618, above the 382, 886 right here. And then you have a raid in the reversal zone. And it's still lingering in the reversal zone, so there's a lot of time to get in. Basically, coming out of this, you have your 382 fib here. That's going to be your target 1, 618 target 2. So not, it's very wicky, but you have structure right here. So anything in this zone, I think, would be a pretty reasonable buy in that cluster. Omni's like crazy, or not Omni, OM is crazy outperformance, dude. This thing is a stud. So we've been talking about it from like 180, I think, before like the actual pump. Just because we identified the BTC pair was the alpha. Like out of all the pairs, that was the best looking one. Yeah, this is going to keep running. They obviously have a market maker incentivized to push. Ondo finally, man. What a trade. 167 though. OP's been shit, man. I still think the target on OP is going to be like 6 to 650 within this trend. It respects projections. So the first trend hit it right there. Actually, there was one even before that. First trend hit it right there. Second trend hit it right there. Third trend, you're targeting here. Again, the top of the supply line between 650 if this is real. So OP, I mean, it's underperforming, but Ordi looks insane, dude. Oh, this is primo. God. So with these coins that are already in massive macro harmonics, once they obviously show accumulation at the lows, you just want to see where the volume is to go long. So within this range, where's the volume? And then you just put your bid there. I'd go from here. So now you're broken out of the value range. The real volume is here in that node and this one. So the top one would be in this order block. The second one is around there. So they already checked this one, so your area of interest now becomes a check back of the value area high into this order block. Just wait for confirmation, you know, don't go in blind limit longs here, because this could be a deviation and then they'll come back. Wait for structure. Pendle looks strong. Again, targeting the equal highs. They already took out the equal lows, and this is obviously compressing for a bigger move. Very strong point. This one looks good. Pepe respecting those meme projections as well, like OP. They hit that one there. Second trend, hit it there, rejected. So now you're looking for a deeper pullback to retest structure here. And if we get that, maybe you could go long because there's still a pretty heavy imbalance right here. So I have alerts on the way down, but I'm not really paying attention to this one. This one I'm paying attention to. What is this coin? Pole. Bro, it's playing Fill the Wick today. Funky Strong. Again, Popcat, we had the 1 hour entry. This idea. In discount, you have this order block and you have this liquidity point right above the top of it. So if it flushes into order block and then resting bids are absorbing, you will long here. For new highs like $2. Peanut? Yeah, I haven't looked at this chart ever, man. I can't stomach looking at this coin. I don't know why. That looks good. Like if this holds, this would be accumulation, right? It could go lower. Like if this was like a utility coin, then you would target the lower imbalance. But it's a meme. So if the meme is in a 618, you're in a pretty good space. Yeah, it looks good here. For meme 618 on the first pullback is pretty good. Because if they buy it, you're looking at projections to the 1618. So minimum target is in the projection zone, and your max would be like the 1618 up here, 460. This looks good, man. Thanks for bringing it to our attention, bro. Entry wise, you're in the zone. Like you're just nickel and diming. Anywhere in this zone, you're good. And then manage your risk. Pith ran. So again, these coins are all breaking out of value areas right now. So what you're looking for is on the next pullback, how did they behave when they interact with the value area high again? Do they retest? Oh, this one didn't really break out. Rejected right now. This is very early. There's other coins that already expanded out of the value area, so better. That one's mid. There's better coins. So here's another one. Just got out of the value area. This one looks stronger, compared to PIF. Like, look at that wick, how it got absorbed in that imbalance. So Rune looks good. Rune looks good for push up to this high, 1150, 2x. Saga got a bid at structure. I don't see a setup here. It's kind of in the middle of the range. So send MMXM complete. Like I talked about in the beginning of the stream, the sell side takes time for distribution. If there's a prolonged accumulation, usually you get a really fast expansion when it's done. And this is an example of it, like the other ones we're looking at in the beginning. But yeah, this is done. Now they rated the front side shorts. This probably is going to pull back to retest and rebalance this level. which is totally healthy. Like this is expected, right? You had a irrational pump into the high to take liquidity. People shorted. They got stopped out on the front side. That was a scalp. This is structure that hasn't been tested, previous structure, and it has an imbalance inside of it. So if it pulled back to there, 50 cents would be a bid, in my opinion, like that. And then you would look for a larger wave structure to target these highs and these highs. This didn't happen. Missed this one. This looks like it hit 50% of the shark. So that's your 5-0. Basically, it hit the shark here, and now it hit 50% retracement. So you would expect a pullback and a higher low to form maybe. Maybe clear these lows, rebalance that daily. I would run this up to here maybe now. And look for long somewhere in here. Regardless, say is bulled up. This is going to project probably to like 160, 170. It's a very nice structure on this one. SHIB, again, another harm. So many of the daily ones are playing out. It's a hybrid one, 618 to 886. Low, lower low, higher low. They took this high, so I would expect a pullback into this structure now. And if we're in a bull market, structure should hold. So Jay, can you explain how you use time-based Fibonacci? I don't use time-based, to be honest. Not even familiar with how it works. The only Fibonacci I use are the standard one, and I use discount premium, and then I use trend base fib. So maybe you're referring to trend base. I basically anchor to the swing high, swing low, swing high, then your higher low or your swing low. So swing low, swing high, swing low, and then project out to these fibs, 1414, 1272, sometimes 1618. So for trend based, if you have a strong trend, usually I find they go for these two. Just keeping it simple, you know. Guys like Weatherman, they have more sophisticated use of Fibonacci, better understanding. He knows the ratios better and their relationship. I don't. I just use simple. Simple works for me, especially with memes. Memes, these type of projections work really well. Sol is pulling back a bit. It's kind of played out. There was a partial decline in the flag and then it broke out, but there was no back test. So maybe they rebalanced the zone, but honestly, man, I don't see why Sol pulls back like that. It's probably just going to use this cluster. Interesting. STRK, this thing's been demolished, but we have a proper structure shift now. So you have raid, shift on the previous high that took out the low. Now you have a proper dealing range you could trade. This one looks interesting for pullback. Here you have your cluster of demand in discount. So I would probably bid this coin. This one looks good. It's like a B trade. Also, this was previous structure. So somewhere in the middle of that demand block, I would probably long discount. Stacks looks bullish. Pull back into demand. You could probably try to long this somewhere in here. So we hit all targets. This thing is crazy, bro. Cracked out. Like now it's using the trend base fib target as support. That's how crazy bullish this coin is. Damn. Sushi getting bids. What is this? Why is this shit running, man? Coin irrationally pumps out of nowhere. I don't know why this is. I mean, they took the low. They retested the weekly order block. That makes sense. I'm an idiot. This should be running. That would be crazy, dude, if that was your accumulation. Basically 3 years of accumulation priced. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. Zeta. Let's look at Zeta. I haven't looked at this chart in a minute. I mean, it looks shit on the weekly, but that was your low. Wait for a reaction on a pullback. You have an order block here at the previous low. If they clear out this internal intraday range, so if they just flush everyone into here and hold, that would be a pretty decent area to punt long. You'll notice on the way up with Zeta, it's using imbalances in discount to bounce off of, like this one right here, this one here, this one here, and now this one here. There's no imbalance. They're rebalancing in real time with these wicks. So actually, it could be compression or like a TWAP on high time frame. Even though they're always on low time frame, this could be getting TWAP'd on a daily or like 4-hour schedule. I wouldn't long here, to be honest. You're longing a breakout, really. I have low hit rate with those, but if it pulls back to check this exchange listing low and holds that order block, this could be a long into these highs. And you have a crazy liquidity arc on this shit. Dude, this is madness. I didn't even notice. That's actually the best liquidity arc right now. Thank you, bro. I think you just brought one of the best coins to stream. So yeah, based on this, if you just look at this fractal right here on the, like on the daily, it's pretty clean. It looks like there's someone bidding the price up here and they're not letting it get below the previous low. That looks a bit TWAP-y to me. Here it doesn't as much, or here. No, it doesn't look TWAP-y on lower time frame at all. I would still, I'd risk it here at like 69 cents. just got trust issues, man. So Tao's another one retesting the value area high. This one's a little bit weird because it's weaving in and out of it. It's not giving you like a very strong reaction at a previous level. Like if it did this and then clipped it and ran, like if this was a strong wick into it and it held, that would be a good indicator this is ready to move. But this is bullshit. This weaving, that, like, dude, that's not giving any confidence to anyone. Theta's just bid maxing, bro. These apes. Dude, did these guys actually figure out Neuralink? What's going on here? Theta looks unreal, dude. Strength is to behold. So they still have highs to take out here and up here. We're talking about it around $1 too, but it was taking forever, the accumulation. I didn't, like, dude, I should have kept it, but I just closed. I was like, it's taking too long. Yeah. Wow, this is surprisingly weak compared to everything else. It even did the raid. We wanted to see that internal range. Held the high volume node. This is an irrational move up. I don't know what caused that, but definitely they hunted these stops. So a pullback into here would be very healthy to rebalance and then continue. So just use whatever trend indicators you use for that. This looks accumulative. What's going on with this coin? Tensor looks compressed for a move. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but like this rounding at the bottom is giving me send vibes. Again, Ton is a scam. No volume. I would only bid if it came down here to where the Cabal was buying. What a joke. Flushed. TRB is just casino time, bro. No serious trades, just like small size and gamble. Yo, what's TRX doing? Oh, Justin is sending, man. That kind of that throws me off when all these boomer coins are running. TRX, XLM, even Monero's starting because they're talking about exchange listing. XRP. XRP is rational. That should have ran for sure. But like all these boomer coins are running now. That's not good. Algo going up 500%. I don't like that. Could be a new paradigm. We'll see. Wild looks good, even though it's a shitcoin, but the chart looks reasonable now. So for Wild, I would want to see, now that it's hit the value area, the composite value area high and rejected and came back in, it's holding it now. Interesting. This might be a long here. Okay, that's daily. Let's see the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour flash. Okay, 5-minute entry. 5-minute demand. Dude, this might, if it pulls back and holds this order block. So if they take this internal on the 5-minute and hold that order block, you'd have a tight stop, so it would be a reasonable long. with a crazy upside.